So Chris, bout 4 this evening is 3 2-minute rounds for a charity kickboxing title belt, and we're sat right by them. These title belts are incredible. Not only do they look beautiful, they're the heaviest belts. You could weight train with them. You know, no expense spared here for this charity night.
I was talking to Del Mann, promoter in charge, before this evening, and he said, look, I had to get a van to carry all of the silver. There was so much. It's just great. And 2 excellent fighters here in center ring, Malk, for this kickboxing affair.
That's right. Mark Wells led with the lead side kick. And just getting his shin and insteps.
And Mark Wells from the East Anglian Kickboxing School. Chris Finch from UK CBA here tonight.
You can see Chris Wells a distinct height advantage. Can you use that? Especially, I always feel it's an even more of an advantage when your legs are alive, as it is in kickboxing here now.
That's so true. I mean, these 2 guys are real technicians. You'll see the way that they throw, very well versed in full contact rules. We're going to have a warning here, though, for...
Now, Pete Richardson, our referee, is going to warn Mark Wells for what was a blatant low kick when it's above the waist. And he's not impressed with the way that Chris Finch reacted either. Top referee in the country, and he's so quick to step on things.
Very, very aggressive stuff here coming in.
Well, Chris, already we've seen tonight the perfect clash of styles, and at the moment it's been the shorter of the 2 opponents that has managed to get the edge. We saw it in our first bout, and we're seeing it here now where Finch just tucks up so he can work inside just like this on Wells.
And Finch is an animal, man. Things just like got so much more intense in the last 30 seconds, I feel, after that leg kick warning. Yeah, we're going to have another warning here for excessive clinching here. These 2 really turned up the temperature big time.
Well, that's what Wells need to do there. You saw that side kick. It's like a jab, except your legs are longer than your arms. So use the maths, Chris. That's what he's got to do.
Big power shots from Finch coming in there again. And I like that side kick coming up from Mark Wells. He uses it like a jab to control the distance and then back away and set up kicks with a couple of punches, as you just saw.
But this is the problem for him. He doesn't use it often enough, and he just cannot afford to be here. And his defense really is not doing enough here for when Finch comes in.
Especially when Finch has a power advantage, Malcolm. I mean, look at those body shots just ripping across the air in center ring, and a big right hand for good measure, followed by a right round kick. Finch very busy, but possibly Wells weathering the storm so far.
I'd like to see more defensive work from him. He's soaking it up, but for me that's not enough. It's, look, you move here, you move. You don't take that.
And Wells in a little bit of trouble here as round 1 continues. That's going to be it.
That's low again.
We're going to get probably a point here.
Yeah, I thought we'd lose a point here.
I was exactly what I was going to say, actually, Malk. I was wondering who was going to get frustrated first and make a mistake. And obviously when you've had warnings from a referee, that is a bit of a mental challenge. You know, obviously when he gives you a warning, he's going to take a point the next time. So it's now become a factor.
And I think that's because of the pressure Mark Wells was under. Now, he showed twice that side kick is superb. Keep your man away, use it like the jab. Keep it like, when I've seen Taekwondo men transfer to kickboxing, they can do this constantly. They punch that side kick out like a piston-like jab and frustrate their opponent left, right, and centre. He's done it twice, that's all.
It's a sensational leg dexterity that you see from these guys, you know, full contact guys. Pretty sure Wells got a karate background, so he spent a lot of time. You know, it's even like when you're not even hitting the pad, sometimes you're just shadow boxing, getting each and every movement correct, and Wells back to that early magic with a nice kick there to start things off again.
Well, he needs a big finish to this round because he's lost the point. Finch has kept him close, and as I said that, he does take a kick to the head right at the end there. And I still think, though, that it's Chris Finch's round.
And the crowd just solidly behind these two, really aggressively going after each other, but that point clearly a factor. Let's see what Wells comes up with to counter that moving into round two.
So an intriguing round for many reasons, Chris, and you can see Wells has got the legs when he uses them.
And I think that Wells needs to continue setting those up with punches. He's got to make his opponent, Chris Finch, cover and then expose the body for that left or right kick. Just like that. But he's got to be careful he doesn't check sort of and snap down and come low, because then he'll get another point. You know, there'll be no more warnings at this point, Malk.
That's right. The thing is, he does good work like this and then stops and allows Finch to come back in. If he kept that work up, it would be a very frustrating night for Finch all round.
Yeah, he'd be able to shut down Finch's entrances, and Wells doing a great job here so far. We're going to get a little break for grabbing the ropes, I believe, was it, Malk?
Yes, it was. That said, it's a good start to the second round from the taller man, Wells.
Brilliant stuff from Wells so far, mixing it up a little bit more effectively. Good clean break, and a clash of legs in midair.
Finch, for me, just needs to get back to what he did so well in the opening round. But as he's coming in now, Wells is away just like that, Chris.
Big left head kick connects flush. And Wells riding the wave here with backing his opponent up against the rope. Nice straight kick, big right hand right behind it.
Well, don't forget, he caught Finch just like that, right at the bell at the end of the first. The warning was there.
And Wells just making it look easy right now. You wouldn't have guessed this was such a hotly contested bout in round one that, you know, obviously in this case, Finch won due to the point deduction with certainty. So, big round for Wells. Way! And a right.
Reward for holding the ropes to get the height on that kick.
And I was going to say he got some great extension on that kick, but there we go, he's going to get it again.
Oh, Pete Richardson is very frustrated at this point.
And it's crazy to see Wells catching a rhythm, but then obviously at the cost of committing a foul.
Well, he couldn't negate all his good work here, because make no doubt about it, he has taken this second round.
Brilliant stuff and a great strategic translation. It was really interesting to see Wells use his dynamic kicking and an improvement in setting it up and doing so. What a great, fantastic fight. Both fighters displaying great vision and contrast of game plans. It's been men fight night.
It's the third and final round, Chris, and this is intriguing now. The thing for me is second round was definitely to Wells, but it wasn't a 10-8.
It's interesting to see Wells display what almost was a picture-perfect round in some cases. Good consistency, good power, but Finch knows it's on. I feel like it's going to come down to round 3. You know, can Wells make this another 10-9? Can Finch steal it and guarantee anything?
Well, Finch has tried to match him at the start of the third here by getting in close again, which has made it great for us. Because Wells tried to start on fire once more, but Finch has stood in the centre of the ring with him.
And Finch just holding nothing back, trying to punch that ticket literally for the victory. But Wells holding on for dear life. He's got to watch that clinch again.
Wells has got to get those legs going. Those high head kicks really had Finch in trouble. Every time no high head kick comes in, Finch gets a glimmer of a way inside.
That is a really good point, because if Wells can get a count, if Wells can follow that killer instinct that we saw with those head kicks, you know, this could be his fight. But it's great to see the pressure on with both these guys displaying what's been probably the most exciting toe-to-toe round so far.
That's right, and Wells is really trying to turn this around once more.
And Wells got to watch that excessive clinching, you know. He's going to be very, very, very careful. He doesn't see our ref watching very closely. He's going to look.
Well, he's looking for the hand behind the head to pull him onto the punches. Good body work there from Finch on the inside.
Yeah. It's nice to see Finch being able to exploit that power on the inside. And it's interesting to see how Wells was happy to be there.
That's right. And a kick across the bow from Wells. A punch in the midsection from Finch. Superb third and final round.
Superb indeed. And the tactics of both these guys almost being thrown out the window as they're happy to just stand right in front of each other and try to punch.
And for me, do you know what? Wells is just beginning to overwhelm Finch again. It was close, it was tight. But with these kicks that he's beamed in, I think the third round goes to Wells again, which makes that point deduction so frustrating.
And the crowd.